Hey there, I'm Yankel, and it is always summertime when you have lobster. So I'm going to show you how to make a traditional New England style lobster roll with a twist. I'll give you some tips on how to cook it properly, and I'll share a little secret about this lobster with you. I'm very excited about this. It's cold cracked lobster, harvested from the ice cold Atlantic Ocean, and it is a beautiful product. I'm going to show you how to make it into a lobster roll, and the really special thing about it is it's raw. Normally when you get lobster that's already shelled, it comes cooked, and then you cook it again, and then it gets rubbery. Not cool. So what we're going to do is show you how to make your own fresh lobster, and we're going to turn it into a lobster roll, my favorite. We're going to do it in a little bit of butter, halfway between a saute and a poach. You want to maintain that nice soft texture, and so we're going to do it in a bath of butter. So you can use a smaller pan and less butter. Typically about a stick will work if you're using like a little saute pan. And what we're going to do is we're going to let that melt slowly, but I don't want it to separate. So I'm going to look to kind of keep that gloss that happens as butter begins to melt. And then we're going to put our lobster in. We're going to just gently cook some shallots in the butter for some flavor, and then my twist here is orange zest. I love the flavor of orange. I love the flavor of citrus with lobster. Typically, you would maybe squeeze a lemon on it. I really like the flavor of orange. If you want to go crazy, put some bacon in there too. So we're just gonna chop this up, and we'll let all of this get incorporated into the lobster roll itself. So we've got those going in there. Just gonna sweat them a little bit. Keep that butter moving. It's nearly all melted, and that's a sign for me to go in with the lobster. I don't need it to be fully melted. The lobster will actually start cooking, and look at that. I mean, that is just a beautiful whole claw, and it's raw. Amazing. You don't see that every day. Whole extracted knuckles. Beautiful. So we're just gonna let that poach really gently. And what you're looking for is sort of a reversal of texture. So when you start with raw lobster, it's a little bit spongy, soft. We want a little bit of firmness, a little bit of like spring to it. And that'll kind of tell you when it's done. It'll also turn a little bit brighter red. We're just gonna keep an eye on that, and you can see I have them in the butter just about halfway. We'll let that butter go over them. Now let's prepare our chives. This will add a little bit of an oniony flavor, a little bit of punch to it. Really nice color addition too, and I'm going to save some chives to sprinkle on top of the lobster roll at the end. That should be plenty. Right into the pan. Great. And now towards the end, I'm going to add the orange zest. I don't want to add it right away. It doesn't need a lot of time in the butter to impart flavor, but if you leave it in for too long, it can get bitter. So we're just going to go in with a sprinkle now. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh yeah. And you can see like this claw, it's starting to get a little bit firmer, very nearly cooked. Now, lobster can be naturally salty, obviously, it comes from the ocean. Use your own preference when it comes to seasoning it. A sprinkle of salt should be more than enough. All right, we'll just let that simmer. After about 4 minutes of simmering, I think we are good to go. Let's take a look at these claws. Oh my God. Perfectly cooked. Only cooked once by yours truly. What I'm not gonna do is throw away this butter, because this is liquid gold. So I'm gonna save that butter. I can use it to toast buns. I can use it to make pasta. I can make scrambled eggs, put it on bread, whatever you wanna do. All right, for our lobster roll setup. So these are kind of big, but I'm gonna leave them as large as possible, just to make it easy to eat. I'm gonna give them one slice right through. Ugh. This is very exciting. I can't think of a better summer snack than cold cracked lobster poached in butter on a toasted split top bun, because that's how we roll in New England. Nobody has ever seen a lobster roll like this, I can guarantee you. And a little bit of extra chives for fun and love. There you have it, a New England style lobster roll with a little bit of orange zest that you've made basically straight from the ocean and onto your table. Enjoy.